Come with me just for a moment. Let us leave the ground behind and ascend into the quiet air above. Below us, a city unfolds like a living map, a place of stories and gentle rhythms. This is Bremen, a jewel in the north of Germany, seen from a perspective that offers peace and a sense of wonder. From up here, the world slows down. The sounds of the city fade into a soft hum, and we are free to simply watch, to drift and to appreciate the beauty of form and color. Our journey begins as we float gracefully upwards, the earth pulling away softly. The city reveals itself not all at once, but in gentle stages, like a flower opening its petals to the morning sun. Our eyes are first drawn to the water. The magnificent Weser River flows with a placid certainty through the heart of Bremen. From our lofty perch, it is a wide, shimmering band of silver and blue, reflecting the sky above like a flawless mirror. It does not rush. It meanders. Its gentle curves dictate the shape of the city, defining its banks and guiding its growth. We can see boats, small as toys from this distance, leaving faint white trails on its surface, moving with a dreamlike slowness. The river is the city's soul, a constant, calming presence that has shaped its history and continues to define its character. Along its banks, life unfolds in a relaxed and peaceful manner. We see promenades where tiny figures stroll, enjoying the open space and the fresh air. Green spaces line the water's edge, offering pockets of nature right in the city's core. Bridges, elegant in their design, stitch the two sides of Bremen together. They are not just functional structures. From up here, they are delicate arches, graceful lines drawn across the canvas of the river. The water gives the city a sense of openness, a connection to the wider world, as it flows steadily onward toward the North Sea, carrying with it the quiet stories of Bremen. In some areas, historic warehouses with steep gabled roofs stand proudly at the water's edge, a reminder of Bremen's rich maritime past as a Hanseatic trading city. In other places, modern architecture with wide glass fronts looks out over the water, embracing the view. The river is a unifier, bringing together different eras and styles. It is a place of work and a place of leisure, a highway for commerce and a sanctuary for quiet contemplation. The light dances upon the water, creating a million tiny diamonds of reflected sunlight. It is a mesmerizing sight, one that encourages a state of peaceful reflection. The Weser is more than just a river. It is Bremen's lifeblood, a source of beauty, commerce, and recreation. It flows on, timeless and serene, the calm, beating heart of Bremen. Now, let us turn our gaze from the shimmering water to a vast expanse of green. The Bürgerpark, the citizens' park, spreads out below us like a great emerald carpet. It is an immense breathing space, a green lung for the city. From our vantage point, we can appreciate its grand design, a masterful blend of formal gardens and wilder, more naturalistic areas. Winding paths like delicate threads weave through the dense canopy of trees. Ponds and lakes are scattered throughout, appearing as polished obsidian mirrors nestled amongst the foliage. This is not just a park, it is a carefully crafted landscape, designed for peace and escape. We can see the sheer scale of it from up here. It is a world unto itself, a sanctuary where nature reigns. The treetops form a rich mosaic of different shades of green, from the deep dark tones of ancient oaks to the bright fresh lime of younger birches. In clearings we can spot open lawns where people, small as ants, are enjoying the sun. The park is a living entity, changing with the seasons, but always offering a sense of tranquility. It is a testament to the city's wisdom, setting aside such a large and beautiful area for the well-being of its inhabitants and the delight of its visitors. Our slow drift allows us to pick out the finer details within this sea of green. We can see a boathouse by a lake, a charming wooden structure that invites leisurely afternoons on the water. There are bridges, both small and large, that cross the park's waterways, adding to its picturesque quality. Hidden amongst the trees are sculptures and monuments, small surprises for those who wander the paths below. The park is a place of discovery, a gentle labyrinth of natural beauty. From the sky, it is a perfectly composed painting, every element placed with care to create a harmonious and restful whole. The Bürgerpark is a powerful reminder of the importance of nature within an urban environment. It stands in beautiful contrast to the structured lines of the city that surrounds it. It is a place where the rhythm of life slows to the pace of a gentle walk or a quiet moment on a bench. As we float above, we can feel its calming influence radiating outwards, a palpable sense of peace that touches every corner of Bremen. It is a treasure, a vast green heart that beats with a slow, steady, and life-affirming pulse. Let us now guide our flight towards the very center of Bremen's history, the magnificent Marktplatz, or Market Square. Even from our high vantage point, the grandeur of this space is unmistakable. It is an open-air museum, a collection of architectural marvels that have stood for centuries. The square is paved in stone, its surface worn smooth by the passage of time and countless footsteps. It is the historic and cultural heart of the city, a place where citizens have gathered for generations to trade, to celebrate, and to shape their community's destiny. The air here seems to hold the echoes of the past. Dominating the square are two iconic structures. The town hall, or Rathaus, is a masterpiece of Gothic and Renaissance design, its ornate facade a breathtaking sight. Beside it stands the stoic figure of the Roland statue, a symbol of the city's freedom and independence since the year 1404. The twin spires of the Bremen Cathedral, St. Petri Dom, rise majestically nearby, their green copper roofs a distinctive feature of the city's skyline. Together, these buildings form a truly unforgettable ensemble. The rooftops surrounding the square tell their own stories. We see a collection of gabled houses, their steep triangular roofs huddled together like a gathering of old friends. Each one is unique, yet they form a harmonious whole, creating a classic European townscape. The colors are a warm palette of reds, browns, and grays, punctuated by the bright awnings of cafes and shops at street level. We can imagine the life unfolding below, the murmur of conversation, the clinking of glasses, the gentle bustle of people going about their day in this historic setting. As we hover above this timeless scene, a sense of profound peace settles over us. The Marktplatz is more than just a collection of old buildings. It is the soul of Bremen made visible. It is a place that has witnessed centuries of history and yet remains vibrant and alive today. Its beauty is one of dignity and endurance, a quiet testament to the resilience and pride of the city's people. From the sky, we can appreciate the perfect geometry of the square and the intricate beauty of its architecture, a truly remarkable centerpiece for a remarkable city. From the grandeur of the Marktplatz, we drift gently towards a more intimate and enchanting part of the city. Below us lies the Schnoor quarter, a maze of narrow lanes and tiny houses that feels like a step back in time. From our aerial perspective, it looks like a miniature village nestled within the larger city. The lanes are so narrow that they appear as mere cracks between the tightly packed buildings. The name Schnoor comes from the old German word for string, and from up here we can see why. The houses are lined up as if they were pearls on a string, creating a unique and charming pattern. The rooftops in the Schnoor are a jumble of different angles and heights, a delightful chaos of terracotta tiles and weathered slate. These are not grand mansions, but the homes of artisans and fishermen from centuries past. Many of the buildings date back to the 15th and 16th centuries, and their age is visible in their charmingly crooked lines and timber-framed facades. From the sky, we see a tapestry of history, a perfectly preserved piece of medieval Bremen. It is a place that invites exploration, a labyrinth of discovery where every turn reveals a new and picturesque scene. Even from this height, we can sense the unique atmosphere of the quarter. It is a world away from the wide boulevards and open squares of the modern city. The scale is human and intimate. We can imagine the quiet courtyards hidden from view, filled with potted plants and climbing roses. We can picture the small independent shops, the artisan workshops, and the cozy cafes that line these ancient lanes. The Schnoor is not a museum piece. It is a living, breathing neighborhood, its historic charm carefully preserved and cherished by those who live and work there. As we float above, we are struck by the contrast between this medieval warren and the more orderly parts of the city. The Schnoor is a testament to a different way of life, a slower and more communal existence. It is a place of stories, where every stone and every beam has a tale to tell. Seeing it from above allows us to appreciate its intricate layout and its remarkable state of preservation. It is a precious gem, a small but significant part of Bremen's identity, whispering tales of the past to anyone who takes the time to listen. Our gentle flight now carries us along the river, away from the historic core and towards a place of transformation and renewal. We are now drifting over Überseestadt, the former docklands of Bremen, which have been reborn as a vibrant modern district. The change in the landscape below is dramatic. The winding lanes and gabled roofs of the old town give way to bold lines, wide open spaces, and contemporary architecture. This is where Bremen looks to the future, a dynamic contrast to the history we have just explored. The area buzzes with a new kind of energy. From our aerial viewpoint, we can see the grand scale of this redevelopment. Old port warehouses, long and imposing brick structures, have been repurposed. Their historic shells now house stylish offices, creative studios, apartments, and restaurants. Alongside them, new buildings have risen, their designs featuring glass, steel, and clean geometric shapes. The layout is open and spacious, designed around the water of the old harbor basins. It is a fascinating blend of industrial heritage and 21st century vision, a place where the city's maritime past is honored while embracing a new identity. The water is still central here, but it serves a new purpose. The former industrial harbors are now marinas for leisure boats and focal points for waterside living. Promenades line the basins, wider and more expansive than those in the old town. We can see people enjoying the open space, cycling along the water's edge or relaxing in modern cafes with panoramic views. The area feels bright and airy, a testament to thoughtful urban planning. It is a place designed for a modern lifestyle, yet it never forgets the strong shoulders of the industry on which it was built. Floating above Überseestadt, we witness a city in motion, a place that is not afraid to reinvent itself. It shows that Bremen is not just a city of the past, but one that is actively shaping its future. The combination of the raw, industrial character of the old port with the sleek sophistication of the new buildings creates a unique and compelling visual landscape. It is a symbol of Bremen's resilience and adaptability, a city that respects its history while confidently stepping forward into a new era. Let us now pull back our focus and take in a wider view of the city. From this higher altitude, Bremen becomes a vast and intricate tapestry of rooftops. It is a mesmerizing sight, a complex mosaic of color, shape, and texture that tells the story of the city's growth over centuries. In the center, the steep, pointed gables of the old town create a jagged, historic skyline. The dominant colors are the warm, earthy tones of red and brown clay tiles, a signature of this part of Europe. These roofs are clustered together, forming a dense and organic pattern that speaks of a city that grew slowly and naturally over time. As our eyes move outwards from the historic core, the pattern begins to change. The rooftops become more uniform in shape and alignment, reflecting the more planned development of later periods. We see the orderly lines of 19th century residential areas, their slate-gray roofs forming neat, repeating patterns. Further out still, we can identify the flatter roofs of more modern commercial buildings and the varied styles of suburban homes. Each district has its own distinct roofing signature, a visual code that reveals its age and character. It is a cartographer's dream, a map of urban evolution laid out before us. Punctuating this sea of rooftops are the city's green spaces. From up here, parks, gardens, and even individual trees in backyards become vibrant patches of green woven into the urban fabric. They provide a vital, living contrast to the man-made structures, softening the lines and bringing a sense of nature into every neighborhood. We can also trace the paths of the main boulevards and tram lines, which appear as clear channels cut through the dense residential areas. They are the arteries of the city, guiding the flow of life and connecting the different parts of the whole. Observing this vast expanse, we gain a new appreciation for the city as a single, interconnected organism. It is a place of immense complexity, yet from our serene vantage point it appears harmonious and whole. The endless variety of rooftops represents the countless individual lives and stories unfolding beneath them. Each roof shelters a home, a family, a workplace. As we float silently above, we are watching over a community, a living, breathing entity. The tapestry of rooftops is the city's skin, a beautiful and complex surface that covers the vibrant life within. As our journey nears its end, let us drift towards the outer edges of Bremen, where the city gently dissolves into the surrounding countryside. The transition is not abrupt but gradual, a soft blending of the urban and the rural. The dense tapestry of rooftops begins to thin, giving way to larger gardens, more open spaces, and pockets of farmland. The straight lines of suburban streets start to meander and fade, replaced by country lanes that follow the natural contours of the land. It is a peaceful and reassuring sight, a reminder that even a large city is ultimately held within the gentle embrace of nature. Here, on the periphery, the landscape is dominated by green. We see sprawling fields, their colors changing with the crops and the seasons. Patches of woodland appear as dark, textured islands in a sea of lighter green pastures. Small villages, each with its own church steeple, are dotted throughout the countryside, connected by quiet roads. The Weser River, which we saw in the heart of the city, flows more freely here, its banks wilder and lined with reeds and meadows. It is a landscape of tranquility, a world away from the energy of the city center. From our high perspective, we can see the intricate network of waterways that crisscross this flat, northern German plain. Small canals and drainage ditches known as fleet create a geometric pattern across the fields, shimmering in the sunlight. These waterways are a characteristic feature of the region, essential for managing the low-lying land. This view from the city's edge offers a sense of perspective. It shows us that Bremen is not an isolated entity, but is deeply connected to the natural world that surrounds and sustains it. The city draws its character not just from its buildings and its history, but also from its relationship with this flat, green, water-rich landscape. As we look out over this peaceful panorama, we feel a sense of balance and harmony. The city and the countryside exist together, each complementing the other, creating a complete and beautiful picture. Our time in the sky is coming to a close. Let us begin our gentle descent, slowly returning to the world below. As we drift downwards, the city grows larger, its details becoming sharper and more defined. The abstract patterns of rooftops and streets resolve back into individual buildings and cars. The soft hum of the city gradually grows into a more distinct soundscape of life and activity. Our unique, privileged perspective is fading, but the sense of peace and wonder it has given us remains. We have seen Bremen in its entirety as a single, beautiful creation. The journey has shown us the many faces of this remarkable place. We have soared over the timeless flow of the Weser River and marveled at the lush expanse of the Bürgerpark. We have witnessed the historic grandeur of the Marktplatz and lost ourselves in the medieval charm of the Schnoor quarter. We have seen the city's confident stride into the future at Überseestadt and appreciated the rich tapestry of its many neighborhoods. From the sky, we have seen how all these different elements come together to form a harmonious and captivating whole. As we come closer to the ground, let us hold on to the feeling of calm that this aerial view has provided. Seeing the world from above gives us a different perspective, a chance to see the bigger picture and to appreciate the beauty in the patterns of our world. It reminds us that even in a bustling city, there is grace, order, and a quiet, enduring charm. Bremen has shared its secrets with us, revealing its green heart, its historic soul, and its modern spirit. It is a city of contrasts, beautifully balanced and deeply connected to its landscape. Now, as our feet touch the ground once more, the journey is over, but the memory remains. We carry with us the image of the shimmering river, the ancient rooftops, and the vast green spaces. We have taken a moment to pause, to look, and to simply be. Hopefully, this brief escape into the skies above Bremen has brought you a sense of relaxation and a touch of wonder. The city will continue its life below, but now we know what it looks like from the quiet serenity of the air, a beautiful and peaceful place on this remarkable planet.